It is 10:49. Time for a check on your first alert forecast. Here's Elise.
Good morning to you, Cindy and Kevin. Good morning to everybody. And so we do have a good snowy and very, very cold, windy morning. What you're taking a live look at right now is the CBS Broadcast Center on Manhattan's west side. So the snow continues. 15 degrees. That is the official temperature in Central Park. 15 degrees, but it feels like 2 degrees. So when our reporters talk about this wind, I mean, it is the real deal. This is tough stuff because the temperatures are already in the teens across the area. 21 for Brick, 22 for the Hamptons. You factor in the wind, it feels like 5 degrees in the Hamptons. It feels like 2 degrees in New York City, but 2 below for Greenwich, Connecticut. Feels like 8 below for Poughkeepsie and 11 below for White Plains. So very, very cold out there. That very cold air has created fluffy snow, so that's what we're up against. It stacks up quickly, but then it's blown away very easily. So you think you've cleaned it up. Nope, wind blows the snow right back. So that takes a lot longer. And because the snow is still falling, the wind is still whipping, it's kind of a rough go out there. We've seen the snow coming down at rates of 1 to 3 inches per hour, especially as we get near the coast. And coastal flooding is also a concern for us as the day goes on. So we do have a coastal flood advisory in effect for Nassau and Suffolk County. Minor to moderate coastal flooding is going to be possible until midnight. So that becomes something else that we have to deal with. Right now, we're talking about the snow. Still seeing widespread snow, a lot of it light to moderate, and you can see some of our reporters behind them in their live shot. You can see that, yeah, not a tremendous snow for some, but the winds are significant. And then you head to Long Island, and it is all of the above. You've got the heavy snow, the wind, and of course the cold. Now, it started with snow in New Jersey, and we picked up some pretty big snow amounts in New Jersey. Right now, though, we're seeing only a couple of areas where we're seeing some of that heavier snow. Lighter to moderate snowfall is what we're seeing there right now. As we head to New York City, again, light to moderate snowfall. And the way that you know that, very simply, the darker the color, the heavier the snow. And we're seeing some of those bands of heavier snow across Long Island. That's been the case now for hours. So let's go ahead and take a look. Islip Airport in Suffolk, 15 inches. And they reported, 2 inches per hour from 8 to 10 a.m. So that's just one. Let's go ahead and take another look. This is Remsenburg, 14.8 inches of snow there. Want to take a look? Let's go. Let's click on one more. We are just seeing these reports coming in. And then it depends where you are. Croton-on-Hudson, Westchester, 4.3 inches. So a very different snow event for you, depending on where you are. And the last one here we'll take a look at is Howard Beach in Queens. 11 inches of snow there. So let's go ahead and advance. I'm going to show you the futurecast, which shows us when this system is going to wrap up. I keep saying that noon is really going to be a turning point, and I still think that it will be. This is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and at this point, in that 12 o'clock hour, the snow comes to an end for a lot of folks. So for New York City and Long Island, we'll be watching you from 1 o'clock on. But by 3 o'clock, it looks like the snow is basically just lingering in parts of Fairfield County, Connecticut, and then into Nassau and Suffolk County. And Long Island will be the last to get rid of the snow, so that could take up until 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock tonight before Long Island completely gets rid of the snow. Snowfall amounts, just to give you an idea, a good chunk of the area will probably fall in that 4 to 10 inch range, and then 10 to 18 for Long Island, parts of the Jersey Shore, with some locations picking up in excess of 18 inches of snow. 22 degrees today, so very cold tonight. The winds make it feel colder. Tomorrow, a mostly sunny, beautiful day, but only 27 degrees, and it will still feel colder with that wind. We do have some 40 and 50 degree temperatures to look forward to as we head into the middle of next week. Right now, I want to send it to my colleague, Giorgio Panetta. He is in the weather office. He is our senior weather producer, and he's going to go behind the scenes, a little bit more of the science with this system. And Giorgio, I'm going to send it to you.
Thank you so much, Elise. Those were some impressive snow totals around the city. 11 inches in Howard Beach. Again, only 4 up in Croton, but that's going to basically verify to about a foot in Queens, which is what we thought. Pretty impressive stuff. And again, it's really where these bands set up that we just saw. 15 inches in Islip right across the airport. This area was Remsenburg, is already at 15 or 16 inches. They should verify to close to 20 inches without a doubt. We still have a couple of hours of snow, of strong snow, and they have about 4 to 6 more hours of decent banding potential. Now, these are going to lighten up as the afternoon goes on. It's because the winds are going to start kicking in from the northwest as some even greater high pressure starts to nudge the system out to sea. Like I showed you earlier, not much wind to the west. 37 in the Hamptons, 32 in Babylon, 36 in the city. Christina Fan had some strong winds gusting her way. These are legit blizzard conditions. We might not have it for 3 hours, but as I mentioned earlier, what's the difference? 20 minutes a minute is bad enough of blizzard conditions. It's all pretty bad out there. So let's move forward with the winds. Almost 50 miles an hour on Montauk. I saw a gust over 60 mile an hour just offshore in a buoy. By the time we get to tomorrow morning, totally different story. A cold day, though, with the wind coming out of the northwest. Not really gusty, but cold with the snow. And anytime you get snow, a fresh snowpack, especially light, fluffy snow like this, it's even colder because it acts as like a cold blanket on the ground, and it makes everything just that much worse. So how much additional snow are we talking about? Maybe an inch or so in the city. Maybe these are a little underdone because the banding might take place over the city as opposed to Brentwood or Riverhead. But the indications are you still have a few hours of snow to go in Riverhead, Montauk, 4 inches and 8 inches. Let's see, what do we got here? The GFS, similar numbers. They're all lining up pretty good with each other. The Euro, a very accurate model. Another inch to 3 inches for, I guess, the spine of New Jersey into New York. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. There we go. So some decent snow out there. Moving forward, 27 tomorrow. 27 feeling like 15. Waking up feeling sub-zero. So a very cold day for your day tomorrow. And here we go. Looking ahead. It's what I was trying to get to before. So you have to expect a very frigid dig out. Sub-zero wind chills by the time you get tomorrow morning. And even if you're out there digging snow tonight with these intermittent blizzard conditions, it's really cold and a little dangerous on the skin. You could get frostbite in as little as half an hour of exposed skin. So if you have the equipment and the good gloves, definitely go out and do it. But definitely take breaks. Like it's pretty rough out there walking, and it's pretty slippery. So take care as you clean out, for sure.
Giorgio, it's been a complicated system. You've been tracking it for quite some time now. Thank you for that. And we're definitely looking forward to the midweek 50s for sure.
Yeah, we need a thaw for sure. We're due.
Thank you.